Hello, welcome back to Cracking the Cryptic. I hope you're having a great weekend, and we're going to look at another puzzle by Ard van der Wetering, the Dutch puzzle master today. Now, I had a look at the stats just now, and amongst people who have contributed puzzles that only feature in one video, one puzzle at a time in a video, there is nobody who has contributed more than Ard. He is absolutely level with Marty Sears until today. And those are great names, aren't they? I mean, what a chance to mention Marty Sears' splendid worm, which you can access through our apps, and it's brilliant. James Sinclair's done one as well, and there are others coming soon. The worms are fantastic kind of sequences of puzzles that you have to solve to get the next one, and or to get digits for the next one. They are brilliant, and we're really looking forward to bringing, well, we've already brought some of them to you. We're really looking forward to bringing the others. There are other apps like Fog of War and Lines Sudoku. We've got lines in this puzzle, and I'll describe the lines soon. But if you want another variety of Sudoku to do, join us on Patreon, where Blobs' wonderful Back to the Future Sudoku Hunt is the monthly reward. We're about a third of the way through the period in which you can enter it and try and win the competition. The prize being to have the chance of doing a collaborative video with Simon. The last person, Emily, she was fantastic, wasn't she? Anyway, yeah, that's all good. We've got other things on Patreon like crosswords and connections videos, SVEN'S SUDOKU PADs linked under the video, and all our stuff. But this puzzle is called 4 at a Time, and Ard is just a master of manageable puzzles at a medium difficulty. And I say this knowing that you can look at the video length and go, oh no, this one was 10 minutes, or this one was an hour and a half. Well, that could be because I'm a muppet rather than because Ard changed its difficulty level. Let's have a look at the rules, which are fascinating. Normal Sudoku rules apply, 1 to 9 in every row, column, and 3 by 3 box. It's almost a trademark of Ard that we get a few given digits. Each grey line is a slow thermometer with an invisible bulb at one end. Digits on a slow thermometer either increase or stay the same as they move away from the bulb, but they never decrease. Now, we don't know where the bulb is, but we're told it's at an end, so this might have a bulb there, in which case this digit has to be the same or bigger than that. This one, the same rule about as regards that one, but because it's in the same box, in this case, it must be bigger. And then that one must be the same or bigger than that, etc. If the bulb is that end. If it's that end, the line goes the opposite way. It's a simple rule. It's a beautiful presentation. It's classic Ard all over, and that's before trying it. Give it a try on the link under the video, the first one. I'm going to try it now. Let's get cracking. So I'm seeing this 4 just nestled in the apex of this line. And that's quite interesting, but, well, maybe it's not. I mean, it eliminates 4 from any of those positions, which really does limit the number of digits that can be on this line. It's a 7-cell line with not that many opportunities for repeating digits. And neither of these digits can be oh, this is more helpful, isn't it? I'm sorry, this is more helpful. Okay, I've gone off that one because although in a normal thermo you'd have 7 different digits, and if you couldn't have 4, you'd be limited to 2 candidates per cell. This puzzle does allow for the repeating of digits there, and indeed there. So although you couldn't repeat the same one 3 times, I think there are a lot more candidates than I was thinking. That will not be the case with this one, which either has 5 at the end or the beginning, as it's either the bulb or the tip of this thermo. And that's really, oh, it can't be the bulb because of this 9, I think. 5, imagine, let me just put in the digits if we were going at a minimum pace. up this line from a bulb here, just to show you. That would be 5. That would have to be 6 minimum, remember. That could be 6 again, but this would now have to be 7 because of that 6. So any way you cut this, even if you let that be 7, this still has to get up to at least 7. Then you're at 8, and then an impossible 9 there. So 5 is not the bulb. Maybe we should put the bulbs in when we find them, just because we can. So that is not the bulb. The bulb in this case is there. And we're ascending towards 5. Right. So I think there are only one possibility at the beginning, apart from... Oh, and that can't be 4. Hang on. This is going to have to be 3, because we're going to have to ascend to at least 3 by there. And since this can't be 4, it can't be 5 because there's a difference between those two. So that's 3. This must go 3, 2, 1. This one, okay, this one we don't, oh no, we do know because it sees that 3. So it's a 4 and this is 5. And that's just, okay, it's taken me 2.5 minutes, but that's a given thermo, which I hadn't understood. Now, do we move on to this one now? Because now this digit can't be 3, 4, or 5. And that's quite constraining for a digit in the middle of this long line. I'm going to say, I was going to say it can't be 2, and I think I'm wrong. Why couldn't we start 1, 1, 2, 2? Oh, that's very annoying. Maybe I'm focusing on the wrong line entirely. If it's not 2, it clearly can't be 1 or 9, because you have to change between those cells going that way and between all of these cells going this way. So I think that is 2, 6, 7, or 8. But it could be 8 if we went 8, 8, 9, 9. Okay, I've been getting overexcited about nothing. No, hang on. This one can't be 3, 4, 5 as well. So it's the same possible digits. I want to say this one can't be 8. I can say this one can't be 8. It certainly can't be 8 if we're ascending this way, because there's 2 to go, and they have to be different. But it also can't be 8 if we're ascending this way, whereas that one can. If it went 7, 8, 8, 9, 9, that would be feasible. Oh, look, 5 by Sudoku is there. Ah, well, this is where we want 5s, right on the end. So now we've got another of these thermos with a 5 at one end or the other. And that is going to be very constraining. And which way round is this one constrained? I'll tell you what, those can't be 3s because of Sudoku. So if we were going downwards from here, this would be a 5. That would be 4, 4, and then you couldn't make this work. You'd have to be at least 3. So we're going upwards. This is the bulb again. That's weird. Basically, both bulbs are in box 7 for those two thermos. Anyway, that is the root, the bulb of the thermo. This, let's say 5 or 6, 6 or 7, 6 or 7 again, 6 or 7 again, and something's wrong with my possibilities here. No, nothing's wrong with my, well, there's no way this could be 7 and that could be 6 because the thermo would be going the wrong way. That's fine. 6 there, 7 there. We don't get to resolve this, but we do get to resolve all the other digits on the thermo, and we're up to a 9 in the corner. This is going swimmingly so far, and that probably means that Ard is waiting to bop us on the head. There's a 5 in one of those cells by Sudoku. Mustn't forget Sudoku. That is useful in this puzzle. Just looking around at the Sudoku to see if there are any digits in this box that are known. Now, maybe the thing to do here is, could we have 5? I mean, maybe what we're seeing is a theme where 5 is always at one end of a thermo. That would be quite strange, but it's possible. The other alternative is that it's now impossible for this to have a 5 at the end, and that's worth exploring too. So I'm going to think about that. I don't think you could ascend from a bulb here because the minimum digits you would go are 5, 5, 6, 6. But this can never be 7, and that can't be 8, and that can't be 9. So this, if this was a 5, this couldn't be the bulb. Could it be the tip? If we had a bulb here, we'd go at least 1, 2, 3. Then oh, this can't be 3, so this would have to be at least 4, and that can't be 4. Yeah, that's good. So I think that conspires against it. I'm just going to check that. If this was this is just the wrong version. If this was 1, 2, 3, that's clearly the minimum. This isn't allowed to be 3, so that would be 4. But then you can't put 4 there in a name to get towards a 5 here, because that 4 blocks it off. So this can't be a 5. We've found the thermo that, well, I think now I was going to say we found a thermo that doesn't have 5 at one end, but I haven't ruled out it having a 5 there. But we've got these digits in place now. Now, remaining digits in this box are 1, 2, 3, 6. It's still the Sudoku not quite doing enough for me. I could start pencil marking, but it... Well, no, this is a harder thermo to look at now because we don't have this 5 at one end. How about this one? Has anything been ruled on or off this? Not really. Okay, this one can't have 9 at either end. That might be quite interesting. Oh, this end, look, hang on. This can't be 9, 8, 7, 6 or 5 or 4 or 3. That's very weird. Right, by Sudoku, that's 1 or 2. I think we know that's the bulb this time then. So this can't be 3, 4 or 5. 6 is too high because that can't be 7. So this is 1 or 2 as well. Now it could be the same as that one, quite likely is. This one, the shackles are off a bit. 4 and 7. It's got to be higher than that, so it's at least a 2. Could I go up to 6? No. If that was 6, this would be 6 or 7. This would be at least 7, but also at most 7 because of the length of the line. And it can't be 7 because of that. So this isn't 6. So that's 2, 3, or 5. Now, this digit sees 3 and 5, I think. So it could be 2 again. That's really annoying. It could be 2. It could be 4, and I feel like it's going to be 4. But I suppose it could be 6, because then you could go 6, 7, 8 up the rest of the line. I can't see why that would fail. So with a 2 at least there, this digit, if a 2 is there, that's a 2. So this digit has to be at least a 3 then. And it can't be 4, 5, or 7. So I figure this is 3 or 6. This one can't be 4, 5, or 8, but it's got to be bigger than that. So now we're getting narrowed down. That's 6 or 7, and that is 7 or 8 on the tip. Where are we at then? I mean, I don't think I've missed possibilities. I might have missed eliminating possibilities. 3, I don't know, I want to do some Sudoku now. I feel like I've got enough digits in the puzzle that must be possible. 8, 5, 9, 2. We need a 6 in this column. These are from 4, 6, 7, 8. These are from 1, 2, 3, 6. 2 is either there or there. I think that's interesting. Isn't that going to eliminate 2 from here? 2 is in one of those cells in box 1. I think that eliminates 2 from this cell. If this was a 2, that would be a 1. So that would force this to be a 2 in the box, but that's impossible. So this is not a 2. And therefore this is not a 2. And now this can't be 3 anymore and is definitely 6. Aha! Well, that's quite a neat move, isn't it, about that cell? Now, 6, 7, 8. Okay, we need an 8 in one of those cells. There must be Sudoku. There must be something ramifying from the Sudoku at this point. 6 is looking at that cell. I mean, I can't believe this central box isn't getting more narrowed down. That's probably mea culpa on that one. These are from 1, 3, 6. We've got 5, 9, 3, 1, 2. 7 is one in one of those cells. Oh, look, so is 6 actually. So they're a pair. This is a 4, 8 naked pair. Digits from 1 to 9 there. 4 must be in one of those two. 8 in one of those three. 9, 4, 5, 1. Just looking down this first column. Not sure. This central box, it's a bit surprising that these apexes or acmes of these lines aren't interacting more with each other in a way. Oh, 6 by Sudoku is now there in box 1, right. So these are low digits, that's 2 or 3. There is a 3 in one of those cells in this box, and now this digit becomes 5, that's 6. Now we get the interaction in the central box that I was just craving. This is 2 or 8. Right, well that really does have implications on this end of the line, because whichever that is, it can't go this way towards the extremity. It has to go this way. That's 2 or 8. That's 1 or 9, and that's 1 or 9 again. And now this can't be 2 anymore, because if that's an 8, 2, 1, impossible, and if that's a 2, that was a 2. So this is a 7. And now we know the oh no, we don't know the order of the line. That's so strange. It either goes 8, 8, 9, 9 away up from the 7, or it goes 8, 9 this way. Oh, that's done my head in. That's absolutely not what I was thinking was happening. But luckily I was cautious there. There's a 6 in one of those two cells. I mean, we're surely going to have this explained to us in a moment and revealed. There's a 4 in one of those two cells in the central box because of this and the pencil marking and stuff and that. But that means this is definitely where 4 is in box 4. 6, oh, the 6 up there has fixed the 7, 6 pair. That gives us a 7 in row 8. That digit's 1 or 3 in the column. We've got something is not mentioned there. 7 is in one of these cells. And one of those. Oh, it's classic art. Oh, look, I can put 6 in this row. There it goes. That doesn't quite give me the 6 in box 8. 4 or 5. 4, 8, 5, 6, 7. Just wondering if these, they might mean that these two have to be the same. No, I don't think they do. 9 is definitely one of those two. Oh, there's a 5 in row 1 that can be written in, and then a 5 here. This is the stage where you get to shout at me a lot for not seeing the things you're noticing about the Sudoku. 5, 7, and 6 are confined here. 7, 8. Can that be 8? Yes. Well, it's difficult actually. If that's 8, it can't appear on the line again there, the other side of the 7. So then that would be 8. Oh, I need a 3 in the central column. Oh no, in fact these two digits have to appear in the central column, and they clearly don't appear in these cells. So one of them is down at the bottom and one of them is up the top. And that means 1 and 9 are in this group of cells. 6, 3, 7, 4. Whatever that is, oh, I don't know, I was going to... Oh no, we know it's already in one of those two cells. Oh yeah, hang on, we also know those two are the same on this line, so they must go here. That's a 1 or a 9. These two are also the same and go in one of those two, was what I was about to say. But that doesn't quite prove whether they're 2 or 8. Okay, what about this column which doesn't have a 3 in yet? No. 5, 6, 7, 8, we need to place other thing. Ah, goodness. 6, 2, 7, 5. That's not able to be 4 or 3, so it's 1, 8, or 9. I'm sure there's something easier now. Why can't I find it? You're wondering the same thing because you're looking at the thing that is really easy to do. I can't see. Oh, 4 in this box. If that's what you're looking at, that's right. There it goes. Then we get a 4 into one of those 2 cells. It cannot be here, interestingly, because this digit would have to come between 4 and 7 on the thermo, and it can't be 5 or 6. So the 4 in box 9 is there. That's really neat, hard. And then we get 8 there, 4 there. This is now 1, 3, or 9, but look at its position on the thermo. It can never be 1 or 9. And that is going to reveal all we need to complete the puzzle. Because this is in between those 2 digits on the thermo, because they have to change, they're in the same box. So that's a 3. Now we know we're ascending this way. We can go 8, 8, 9, 9. That's a 9. Let's get rid of the color because it did its job. This is 1 or 2. No, it's not 1, so it's 2. Oh, I was going to put the bulbs in. So there we go. There's the last bulb. And surely now that we've cracked the thermos, I think every digit, oh no, every digit is done now on the, no, not quite. That's a 2. That's a 3. I still don't know what's in the bulb. That's a 9. We've got a 1, 3 pair there. So this is 2. That's 1 or 3 as well. These are from 1, 6, 8. No, I don't know. 6, 2, 6, 9, 3, 5. We've got a 4 to put in along with a 7 up here. Oh, it's that 2 that decides the bulb is a 1. And that finishes box 1. These are a 1 and an 8, and we know the order very comfortably from either of them. That's now 8 by Sudoku. That's going to give us an 8 here. That's probably the last 8 in the puzzle. No, this is the last 8 in the puzzle on the left side. This pair is a 3, 7 pair. We know the order of those as well. 3 is in one of those 2. Oh, that's not done. That's become a 1, obviously. The 1 in the central box is not here. Okay, down here we've got a 1 and a 6. Yes, the 1 in the corner tells us which way round they go. 3 and 9 in these 2. That must be 6. That's 2. The 4 and 7 at the top are done by this 7. That's been available for ages. 5 there. 4 here. This is a 1, 2 pair. And that's going to fix all of 6, 7, and 5. That's a 3. And this was one of our gentler puzzles, thank goodness, but great fun. He's so clever. Am I going to finish in 20 minutes? Oh, 20 minutes exactly. And that is fantastic. Just genius from Ard van der Wetering. What a puzzle setter he is. Hope you enjoyed that. I'm probably going to bill it as approachable. 20 minutes, it's right on the cusp of approachability. But there were no massive deductions. You just had to look ahead a little bit along some of the slow thermos. Brilliant stuff from Ard. Thank you very much for being with us on the channel. We value your time so highly and hope to see you again soon. Bye for now.